Hey guys, what's up? Just bringing you a, I didn't need to get the boxes. Hey guys, today we're going to be comparing the two Velineon systems together. This is the 2-pole model and this is the 4-pole model. This one is the latest one, I guess you could say, the newest generation of the Velineon system that Traxxas has so far. But I'm going to start talking about the motor first, and the ESC, then likes and dislikes about them. So hitting it off with the motor first. The new motor is a 4-pole motor, is a cleave-bar wrapped. The wires are like this mesh, I guess you would say, or they're braided where they stay in one position, or these Maxxis cables are kind of flimsy. I personally prefer these Maxxis cables over these, because I'm not sure if you can see that right there, but I have a piece of electrical tape around one of the wires because the cable, not the outer siding of it broke just from rubbing on the shock tower and stuff, because I've actually had that system in this car before. So I personally prefer these cables better. But the motor itself, the end bell is different. The cap is a little bit more narrower, where these caps are a little bit more, or other way around, these caps are more narrower. These caps are more fatter. But the 2-pole motor itself gets a little warm on a warmer day. It'll run a little bit warmer than the 4-pole does. The bearings on them are the same, so you just kind of gotta watch them. See which. All depends on what environment you're running in, whether you're running in the sand or water or mud. But we have a video on how to life-proof your motors if you want to go check that out. So moving on, next is the ESC. As you can see, the ESC, the 2-pole ESC is a little bit more rounded than the 4-pole. It's a little bit more squared off. The solenoids are exposed right here in the back of the 4-pole, or in the 2-pole they are actually enclosed. They're in it, and they're out right there. So I prefer them in, just because it's one less thing to have out in my mind. I'd like to have things more enclosed. But the fins are also different. These fins run like this, where these fins run sideways. But I've actually had a couple of these ESCs, or not a couple, one of these ESCs actually catch on fire on me, just for no reason at all. I didn't run it very much. The ESC maybe had like 3 hours on it, which is not that long.
Oh! Wow! Oh, dude, there's that just. Oh my god!
The 4-pole system I have not had a problem with, though. Like, I've had this system almost a year. The Christmas day will actually mark its 1-year anniversary for me. But I've driven this car 2 to 4 times a week since then. So this system definitely has a lot of hours on it and a lot of run time. So I am very happy with it. I'm going to need another one when this one decides to go on me. But I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Traxxas has this thing where you send in your old motor, say for it's fried or something, or you just want to upgrade. Send in your old motor with $35, you can get a new 4-pole motor. And if you send in your ESC, or old fried, or whatever you want to upgrade to a 4-pole system, you send $50 in, they'll send you back a brand new 4-pole ESC. So instead of going on eBay or something and spending $120 to $150 on it, you can get a system for around $85 plus shipping, which isn't that bad if you run it right. You can mix and match the motors with the ESCs. You could take the 2-pole motor and put it behind the 4-pole ESC, but you cannot take the 4-pole motor and put it behind the 2-pole ESC. Theoretically speaking, you can. The motor will be glitchy, though. It will not be a solid connection. We have done that before, and it hasn't really worked that well. My brother's done that because he thought he could like switch them around, I guess you could say. But we didn't know that at the time, so you can't do that. We've had both of these systems in the water. We've had the 4-pole system in the water. We have had the 2-pole system in the water before. Haven't had any problems with it. Just gotta watch the bearings, like I said. Make sure they don't go out and throw the rotor around inside the motor. That's not too good. But another thing about the ESCs is that the 2-pole ESC, or the entire 2-pole system itself, likes to heat up. where I've noticed the 4-pole doesn't, even with the whole 4x4. I think it just doesn't really like to heat up that much. But it's also a gearing thing, so make sure you're geared right. So another thing about these ESCs is that Traxxas has a external, I guess you could say, output for a fan right here. You just plug it right in and it sits on top of the ESC. They have actually a little notch on the side right there for the fan to sit on. It clips on right here. It just clips right onto the ESC. I've had this fan for a while, like a couple years, and I'm missing a blade and a support, but it still works. I'm not using it right now because it's winter out here and you don't really need to use it in the winter because it's already cold outside. But another thing is that the two-pole ESC has this auxiliary port right here, so you can run censored motors, where the 4-pole ESC does not. It does not have a auxiliary port, so you cannot run censored motors on there. These two systems are like really close between power and longevity and reliability. In my mind, it's your choice, honestly. Personally, if you want a little bit more power and stuff and you want to spend that extra money to get that power, it's the 4-pole. But there's also some things about the 4-pole that people might not like such as the wires or something. There's something really small where they do like on the 2-pole, but it's honestly your choice. I mean, I haven't had really any problems with these two systems at all, and I'm very happy with the way Traxxas actually designed them. So it is, the 2-pole obviously costs a little bit more less than 4-pole does, but it's really up to you. I've had both and I love both of them, so that's basically it. I mean, if you guys have any questions, just list them in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe and look forward to our future videos. So see you guys next time.